strategy or something like that, because that'll just fuck you up.
And it's time for the show.
And it's time for the show. And they still
It's time for the
ladies
show,
and gentlemen.
motherfuckers.
Are we on?
We are.
What? Huh?
Woo!
What? What are we doing?
I was like looking at the pictures and I'm like,
we're on TV.
I was like looking at the picture. I'm like, look, they're all behaving. Nobody's talking. Oh, great! Click the button. There's cloud.
We were trying to drum up a discussion about something ridiculous and quite explicit, so that when you so basically when you unmuted yourself, you'd be like, "What the hell did I just walk into?"
I mean, it can't all be about glittery dog's bollocks every week.
Just settle down there, big.
Yeah,
That's
really.
right.
Mist has woke up this morning with like dog balls on his brain or something. What the hell's up?
That is a bad way to wake up.
Did you have a dog sleep on your head last night, Mist? It looks like it the way your hair's standing up.
My hair just feels
Harsh.
for the fuck. It's the
Hey.
wind we've got right now. The weather is just like.
So before we start the show, Laughing Man, thank you for the 20 months of subscription. Did we win yet? I have no idea who that person is. Might be on the show, might not. I don't know. Thank you for
I am the
18
bestest
months.
at this show, in fact.
And Ingress, thank you for 29 months of subscriptions.
And did we
Wowza.
win?
And yeah, well, did we win yet? That's Scythe. So
That's-
so
Oh,
thank
that's
you,
right.
everybody.
We don't care about that guy.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it doesn't count.
He's a jerk. So welcome to our audience to another edition of Push to Talk, where we talk so much that we can't even make our intro come in clean ever. And if we ever do a perfect intro to the show,
It'll be the last episode.
it's
You
one of
said
the
doo-doo.
signs.
Clean intros are overrated, man. Clean
It's-
intros are overrated.
It's if we have a clean intro, it's one of the signs of the apocalypse. I heard. I was reading that the
Yeah.
other day. So
If you hear a clean intro for this show, it's dying.
it's dying.
Yeah.
It's over.
Sure.
It's all over.
Not wanting to sort of, throw the bar up there. By the way, Eric.
What'd you say?
Not wanting to sort of push the bar up there a little bit, Eric. Sorry about that.
Nah, that's okay. We're good. We're good.
And welcome to another edition of Jazz Club.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were
that's okay.
speaking really softly. It kind of sounded like a sort of
There you go.
hi and welcome to the Jazz Pod.
Oh my God, Eric Asmock, he subscribed for 37 freaking months.
What a fucking nerd.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah, I was typing. I was like,
Okay, it makes sense now.
Isn't that kind of like liking your own tweets when you subscribe to your own shit?
yeah, but what am I going to do? Subscribe to the Meta Show and give them the stat? What the hell? I mean, this
Right,
is all
yeah,
about
fuck
stats
that.
here. Yeah, I mean, we talk about
about
Paps.
stats.
Imperium News on Twitch is a meritocracy, just like the Imperium.
We get stats
Yeah.
for
We
shows, by the
we
way.
have to have them dank paps during the show.
Well, I could make a pap link for the show.
There you go. That link for the show.
Do it.
You know, you'll be the audience favorite for doing that.
Yeah, we'll have the most viewers just
We'll
to
be
get
like-
a free pap for watching the show.
Mittens will
Do
be
it.
like,
Join the feet.
don't ever fucking do that again, you dicks.
And all we do is
Kick
tell
'em.
them we're trying to
Kick
get
'em.
more views. Got to get that ad revenue.
Hey,
But you can get away with it once, and it works.
I was going to say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than for ask for permission.
Raiden Harmon.
Fuck, a ton of people are subscribing.
Raiden
That's
Harmon
why.
and
Dude,
Tiebreak, both subscribed.
Nice.
Tier 1, and for 15 months, Tier 1. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you,
Alrighty.
thank
You know
you.
what we should get?
Alrighty, so just to keep Lilith happy, I had to pay Urandus to be on the show, so he's the only paid host. I don't want the rest of
Lilith
you
hasn't even said hi to Urandus yet.
Yes, she does. She said
He
he has
did.
very nice
Did
hair.
she?
Okay. So Urandus is the whore. We're just sluts.
Oh my God! We
Yes.
got everybody subscribing. Thank you. Look at that. We got Mad Viking for 29 months. That's amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
Do you know what we need?
What do we need?
We need like a little bell that we can ring. So for everyone who does the like, share, comment, click and upvote, click that subscribe button, and then ring the bell, so you know in my videos.
You've been watching too much, too
Why
many.
can't we just squeak the bee?
Squeak the bee
Squeak the
There you
bee.
go, yeah.
for all the subs.
Be spooky.
All right, so
But you've been watching too many YouTube videos, dude.
That's just one YouTube video.
It is literally just.
I'm gonna say if we can
subscribe
get
to me.
if we can get 100 subscriptions, this show, Newbie's gonna change into his Tomb Raider outfit.
Nice.
If you get 100 subscriptions this show, someone should shave their head.
Oh,
I will.
hey, Scythe, get on the inner office.
Well, that
now.
would have
Lilith
to
wants
be
to
your
freaking
hand
be-
Because like
business.
100,
The only
100
one with
subs
hair.
is actually pretty fucking significant.
No,
Like, no joke.
I'll fucking do it. Let's do it.
Hold it.
I have to go get a haircut anyway.
No,
so.
There you
no, leave my hair out of this, you horrible people.
Oh yeah.
Shit's
I'm
so
not,
fucking
I'm not
long.
talking. I'm not talking like sort of. I'm not talking like a number 4. I'm literally.
Oh
Talking
no, I
like,
know. I'll fucking put. I'll put the
everything
number.
off.
I'll start
Like,
with the number 1 guard, and then I'll get the shaving cream out and finish it off.
Yep. By the way,
Yep.
Mork Fang, a tier 1
Not actually doing
subscription.
that.
By the
I
way,
have an interview Tuesday. I'll shave my head next weekend if we do it.
look at that. Mork Fang has subscribed for 9 months. He wants his pap, so get on it, Newbie.
Yeah. If we get 100 subs, Newbie will put out a pap.
I'm just wondering
No.
how much Lux or Jay would go off on me if I actually made
A
a
lot.
tweet right
Well, tell them we did it for the
Totally.
kids. They'll
For the
they
kids.
can't argue. For the kids.
kids.
For the kids. Branzita. For the kids.
Do you know what is for the kids, though? That's an excellent segue.
What is it, Mist?
Mallet Fleet.
Mallet Fleet.
Protecting
Hey,
the
Intel.
Tranquility Trade Star.
Intel. Just
Hey,
because
shut
you're
the
not
fuck up.
AMOC anymore doesn't mean you can share Intel.
Did he
Yeah,
leave?
they
Did he
looked
leave?
at-
Wait,
Yeah.
is Falaharn in us? What the hell's happening?
Yeah,
to this
look
thing?
at his.
What?
penis
I was
knife.
so not paying
Fala-
attention.
Miss Warden,
The fuck did you join my court? Where's my kick butt?
I see how it is. I see how it is,
His
Miss Warden.
his new character Tinkerbell Mistwarden has joined Penn.
No, this is live slander. More than the
Slander.
average iron
I
article.
see how it is. I see how it is.
You know,
we can officially call like Mr. Warden Tinkerbell now, right?
no.
You saw how he joined with Penn and his gun got bigger just by.
Yeah. Join Pend. Join Pend. Your gun gets bigger. That's just,
Guaranteed results.
By the way,
Look at site.
validated clinical studies by the FDA. So, it's true. True story.
Valid.
So,
You're welcome,
So Urandus, how come you have a pile of laundry on your bed? Tell us what
yeah,
you're
is there a
doing.
pile of laundry on your bed, Mirandus?
There's
Yes,
a pile
there
of
is a
laundry
pile
on
of
my bed
laundry on
because
my
I am in the middle of packing up to move back to school, and hopefully I'll be able to be on more often than I was before I got
See
back
that,
home.
See that, boys and girls? Come to the U.S., go to school, play Eve. You don't even have to go to.
Don't even have to go to class. Sure, yeah. Let's tell everyone you don't have to even go to class. That's
Play you learn all you need to do about economics.
no.
People do dissertations about Eve, dude. Not even
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah,
Like,
someone did a doctorate.
University
on it.
level.
Urandus, you have to look at this in the right light. Okay, it's not that you're going to school to play Eve. You're going to school to study Eve, and so that you can major in communications here on the show.
That would be great.
That is actually really kind of intelligent.
This is
That
called.
would be great if I was a communications major, which I'm not.
Well, you can always change. So before we go into any Eve stuff, should we talk about why Mrs. Eric was up at 5:30 in the morning?
5:30.
5:30 a.m. So we're talking about an individual, ladies and gentlemen, who will hit the snooze button 18 times on a weekday. Okay. This alarm goes off.
I'm amazed you actually counted them as well.
Yeah, I do, because I'm just
He
like,
has to hear him go off because he doesn't have to get up till 7.
it's like why do we have to start the alarm an hour before we actually have to be up, right? So after 18 times, the hour has transpired, and now it's actually time to get up. Okay, but anyhow, so this is an individual who never gets up when the alarm goes off, right? So the alarm goes off this morning at 5:30, and it's like, pew, like she's up, she's gone, right? She's getting dressed. because she's going to run in a race today, right? I know she's running in a race today, right? And she's
I'm pretty
really
sure
and
it's
she's
more
really
because
excited about
we-
it, right? So I figure like she's gone, right? It's 5:30. I'm getting up at 7. I come down the steps. I look at the kitchen table, and she's sitting there reading. I'm like, didn't you get up at 5:30 to go to this race? She goes, no, I had to prepare. I had to eat first, and then make sure that I was ready to run. I'm not going to say what ready to run is because we talked about it in the pre-show. So she got up at 5:30 for a 9 o'clock race, but she did do well. She placed third in her age group, which was her target, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, well done, Mrs. Asmore.
Yeah, she did pretty good.
I was about to say, did she jump out of bed at 5:30 because it was on fire, or she regained her sight and saw you?
No, she just, I'm like, okay, an hour and a half later, I don't expect you sitting at the table. I expect you out at your race because you had to be there early, right? No.
No, you want to make sure you eat and had food digested.
That's exactly what she was making sure she did.
You don't want to turn up,
It was
throw
funny.
up a mile in, and go, "What am I doing with my life?"
Yeah. You don't want to have to use one of those special little rooms that they park beside the run, right?
Exactly.
What are we doing
In Venal.
with 250 plus caps? That is our strategic
We-
viewing fleet.
We're not in Venal. I don't know what you're talking about.
So for the uninitiated, where's Venal?
It's like
It's-
Way up
um,
north.
just-
Way up.
just the only thing that's slightly south of Branch.
It's where alliances go to die.
It's a Garista space, isn't it? As in, like, the NPC space.
It's where friends of it's where when I used to live very close to it, we used to sort of go into Venal to farm officer spawns.
Well, let's
Double
see. The
kill.
last two holders of Venal kind of area was FCon and Razor. So what's that tell you?
Yeah, what does that tell you?
Did they actually find Razor?
Oh, speaking of FCon,
I hear
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it
I
when
hear-
you start
I hear.
anything.
I was gonna
no, I
say,
was in a fleet yesterday, and did you know that the station television actually shows FCon as being an alliance?
Because they're really old ads.
Yeah.
They
I think
haven't really
CCP
updated
really
on what
needs
they-
to update their shit.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
need to accept an ad from patriotic tendencies
you
because
need to
it's
have to
fucking
pay
cool.
for ads. Therefore, if your alliance disappears and is nothing, then you don't pay for the ad because you don't have money in the corporate wallet.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how you
confirming
should
we
do it.
have no money in the corporate wallet because Gunn just spent it.
Did Gunn just spend
No
all our
corporate
money
ad
again?
for you.
Jesus Christ.
Gunn is
All our
actually working during the show, which
I-
I'm
help-
really amazed. Of course, he hasn't answered me yet.
Huh?
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 I answered your question.
Oh yeah, I saw. I bought the office. I'm doing things.
Hold it. Wait, do you have green screen behind you?
Nick?
Wow.
He has a chalkboard.
I haven't talked.
It
Yeah,
looks
it,
it actually
looks
does
like
look
an
like a
old school chalkboard.
That's my great lighting setup I have. And yes, maybe I saw your best. I'm doing it now.
So are you coming over here?
Yeah. I can make it.
He's soon to be holding a.
We're doing secret squirrel stuff, man. It's like top secret.
I mean, Scythe, the green screen behind does definitely look like an old school like chalk blackboard.
I can spin it
It looks
around
like-
and my
it looks-
shirt
it
will
looks-
blend in. So
It does look like like after the show you're going to be presenting a calculus.
I don't want to say that
Oh, there you go.
his lighting sucks,
my lighting sucks.
but
Well, wait a
Wait,
minute. Mist has one over his left shoulder.
That's
but I can't get your green out because your lighting's not even. So look at that.
No.
Look at that. Live.
I don't have time to pay for lights. So.
Is that an ironing board, Mist?
yes, there is an ironing board.
Wow.
Got to have those fresh creases. So
You're old school.
We're 18 minutes in.
There we go. Look at him. He's
And-
like ghostly now. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, that's like creepy.
I love that. I love that Miss is trying to get us back on.
Just leave it like that. It's fucking
That was
You're
like,
nah, fuck you.
do that again. That's like the Bohemian Rhapsody video.
There it is, right there.
Do that again and go,
Yeah.
this will knock.
There it is.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, that is so cool.
Can you do that for all of us?
No, he's got a green
No.
background. So if you get a green background,
Oh,
Newbie.
somebody's
So
if you have to
opening
go
a trade with
Scaramouche,
me.
Scaramouche.
Somebody wants something.
Scaramouche,
That's
Scaramouche,
Punk Scythe
can
right
you
there.
go to Pokemon?
This will knock. No, we will not let you go.
let him go.
If you haven't seen that film yet, like you really should. It's fucking amazing.
I have not seen that film. My sons and I wanted to see that film. We
It's
didn't get
gonna
to
win
it.
everything. It's gonna win it all.
Shit, it was.
All right. So Zell's pulling us back actually into talking something about Eve,
Yeah.
about the Sino changes. So let's talk about the Sino changes. Seeing it's almost
Well, they changed the
you know,
graphics for the signers.
They
my
changed.
And
God.
they
Yeah.
put it in a
But
different,
they're-
and they put it in a different, into a different
They changed.
overview field, overview group, right?
So
Yeah, it's kind of time.
So they rechanged Sino effects for like the 10th time in the
Yeah.
last decade.
Eventually, someone will be like, "We've changed the new, we've made a new Sino effect, and it's got like lightning and shit coming out of it as well." We'll be like, "Okay, so back to the back. We're full circle now, then, are we?"
Yeah,
That
no,
was really necessary.
like the Sino effects have been changed so frequently in the last few years. I feel like it just got updated like last year.
Well, this is what people apparently want, man. They don't want fixes to the game. They want Sino effect change.
Well, the actual
I s-
main changes, so you have a difference between your fleet Sinos and those Z killboard generator Sinos that everyone keeps jumping to, accidentally and dying horribly on. So you'll be able to actually change everything, which should be good.
Yeah.
I actually did that accidentally the other day with about 15 bill and a jump freight.
Oof.
Yeah. No.
I
You
actually,
could've done
I had a
metal.
Sino up in the thing, my own little Sino. I had my jump freighter. And I was like, okay, I'm going to jump here. And for some reason, I scrolled down and I actually jumped to the beacon.
Mm.
And there were newts in the local. And the whole time I'm like, warp.
Warp.
Please warp.
It's at those situations where you're like, this clearly is not warping as fast as it normally should be, right? You're
Yes.
there kind of going. You're
It
there
was at
It
this
was-
moment,
it
and
was
when he
very-
realized
taking unusually
he
too
fucked up.
long.
When
It's at
minutes,
that time.
when
You
minutes
fucked up.
become hours.
It's at this exact moment when he realized he fucked up.
This is when the Newbie brothers from Hazard County realized they done fucked up.
Yeah, I was already listening to the Tuzzy ass chew. I had it all going in my head the whole time while it's warped.
Like, what were you thinking? And then you start into warp, and you're like, thank God.
Yeah, it was like,
See, one of my
What was
a long
that
time-
again,
A long
newbie?
time ago.
What was that? What was that again, newbie? Can you do that again
what,
for
you got
us?
Mrs. Asmock listening? I'm not going to help you
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
After you threw me under the bus,
I did.
All he was
Threw
doing was
me
trying to
under the
get
bus.
you super laid.
This one time, in actual fact, like I had.
no,
a
he
kind of a
threw
sort of
me
fu-
under
funny
the
aspect to it.
bus, said it was my idea.
To say
So
something. to the wife.
I had a corp mate in a previous corp that had like a really funny situation. That's kind of like Total Newbie's kind of situation where he accidentally jumped to the wrong thing, so he ends up jumping same as you, Total Newbie. Like he jumps to a beacon rather than a Sino, right?
Mhm.
Accidentally, it's like, oh crap, I've jumped to a beacon. So he literally he goes down into bookmarks and he warps to a safe pause bookmark, right? Thinking, oh, thank God for that, and he does that usual thing of like getting into warp and thinking he's safe, and then he realizes that safe pause bookmark is an old safe pause, and
Whoops.
Ooh.
the pause that was there was actually a hostile pause.
Whoop.
with domination scrams and points.
Oh.
Primary, the freaking point.
And so he literally
man.
just dies in silence to a pause. It was tragic.
Oh.
That's one of my, like, a long time ago, I was on a corp room where I had a similar situation, but, you know, we were intentionally looking to die. But there was a station, and we saw a Sino that was the same distance as the station. It was like 14 AU away or something. What we didn't realize is that the Sino wasn't actually on the station. It was on a POS. That was
You
the same
got
distance.
Sino baited.
We got Sino baited
I love that. I love
Wow.
that.
by an AFK Gnosis, and yeah,
Dude, Hicks used to do that all the time. They would sit themselves in a small bubble, like a small anchor bubble,
Off the Death
Surround them-
Star.
just off the Death Star, surrounded by mods, and they would Sino up. And then as soon as something warped to it, they would be pulled into that bubble, decloaked because, you know, all of those pos mods. And as soon as it decloaks, he would just, you know, put up the, the fucking super huge T2 Hick bubble and just scram the thing that decloaks and just
Yep.
kill it with the pos.
Do you know
Old
what has been-
classic trap?
Do you know it's quite a new trap that most people don't see coming?
Oh, go for it.
Rumblecast actually has a question, Mist,
talk
and you
over it so
probably
we
know the.
So I'm gonna just keep talking. So Mist can't make the joke.
Well,
That was too
I'm-
easy. It was a too easy of a
I'm
setup.
reading.
You
What's
know,
this?
Mist forgot his candle this week, so we could
Did
actually
he?
see his face. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Because Mist is a candle in the wind.
hang on a
Well,
second.
that
Let me
explains the hair.
load up Google.
so
This
this
better.
Suetonia burner mission ESS trap, Mist.
So yeah. So what you do is that you become best friends
I
with
told
the
you
local
you'd know it.
pirates. You become best friends with the local pirates. Get to like a 5+ cheeky standing with them, thanks to those new social boosters that they introduced over the holidays. And then what you do is you get an ult to pre-aggress and shoot the diamond rats, so they all turn up. And then the diamond rats turn up. They don't shoot your main guy, and then the bad guy that you want to bait warps to you, gets stuck in an ESS bubble, and the diamond rats go, "Oh, hello," and they shoot him. But
Do
if
they
you
have the
like,
British accent and everything?
absolutely yes, the Bristers as well.
Well, yeah, that's what makes
Get
the whole
him.
thing.
What's hilarious is that if you have 10 standing, they remote rep you. The diamond rats will give you remote rep love.
Oh, neutral Logi love. Perfect.
Effectively, yeah.
It's Dead Space too.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to let all of the viewers know that if you haven't seen it already, I'm going to pop a link here in chat. If you read Imperium News, we're doing a reader survey over on Imperium News, and we'd like as much feedback as we could. So a lot of it is related to how the site's designed and things of that nature. So it'd be really great if a bunch of folks took that survey today sometime and help us out.
Read that to me.
Read what to you? The survey?
Yeah, I can't read. So how do I do a reader survey?
Just you're terrible. You're trying to mess up the show.
Do you have a
Nice.
Braille version?
Braille version? No.
Oh, I did learn that the bumps around a woman's nipple is braille for sucking.
Jesus. You see, why did
Sorry.
you leave that till now? Why
I-
couldn't you have just started that as soon as Eric?
I want a smiley
as he
face
started
in
saying
chat for everybody who thinks they're going to use that tonight. Okay, who's gonna use that line tonight? I don't know. I'm just interested to see because I'm like
I don't know whether
shit,
that's.
I'll
I'm gonna use it.
You can't
I'm
really
using it.
open.
I'm so using
You
that
can't
line.
really use that as an opener in like at the bar, dude. Like, it's a bit creepy.
No, I'm just talking about like
it's pretty creepy.
you're already in a relationship and it's funny.
It's only funny when you're over 50, man.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So what about this launcher change? I'm kind of liking it.
I love it. It's the first time they've given me a new launcher, and I don't have to enter all my 8 million accounts back in it.
Yeah, I like it. It saves me like 4 clicks every time I log in. So, of course, with my shitty internet, that's like 10 times. So that's like 40 clicks a day. So what is that? Like 12,000 clicks a year? That's a lot of carpal tunnel.
If they could only do that with PI, that'd be fantastic. Save me a couple clicks.
The thing about
Well,
PI
it's not
is,
PI, it's PP.
yeah, PP.
PI,
PI,
PP, whatever.
PPIP.
PPIP, IPUP, we all P.
PII,
appeal.
PII. We have to keep track of it in a special way, encrypted. Okay.
All I have to say about Planetary production / interaction is mobile app, please. Mobile app, please.
Mobile EVAP.
I'm against making PI more easy and accessible purely on the grounds that the prices of everything will tank if it gets more easy. You got to think the amount of people who have started up PI and then gone, nah.
But are you
this.
talking more easy or more accessible?
More easy to set up. So if it was like push a button, everything restarts in perfect manner, and you get all your minerals launched up and everything, market would just crash because...
No, I don't set up PI because I don't want the 40 fucking billion clicks to set it up. Forget keeping it moving. That's the easy part. It's like, oh, I got to put this guy here. Okay, now I got to link everybody with 3 clicks or whatever it is to fucking just create a link.
Yeah.
And then I got to upgrade the link with 3 or 4 more clicks. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of people who are not doing PI because of all of that, and if they do, then the PI market would crash.
Well, here's,
Like,
half the time,
here's the
half
thing.
the time when sorry, go for it.
Nobody plays parts of games that are a pain in the fucking ass to do. Just say it. Did I swear? I'm sorry.
You just dropped an
Let's
F-bomb.
make our let's make our
Please,
let's make our
Jesus
game more
fucking
complicated and harder to do, so less people play that part of the
Eric,
game.
are you playing with something? Are you playing with something right now?
He's playing with like a ratchet or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
so
was-
when the audience is
It
complaining
is.
about the clicking, it's a problem, Eric.
There it is. I had an X-Acto knife, which I just stabbed myself with because I had
Yeah.
it wrong.
I would like to say thank
Just
you to
it's
the...
in the background. It's not the pen. It's not a ratchet. He's literally has like he's torturing somebody in the background, and that's like the little like ratchet to sort of for the stretching rack.
You just said it literally wasn't a ratchet, and now you're saying it's a ratchet.
Fuck you,
You're
man.
confusing me.
It's a different thing.
I'm stretching rack.
It's not an
That's a
individual
little
component.
frightening.
It's not a whole thing. It's an individual component.
Yeah, I
Oh, I
stabbed
actually-
myself
actually-
because I was talking about PI. I absolutely did.
So the launcher groups, right? Have you noticed how you can customize
Yeah, you can
so
have
with
like...
different characters? Right. So I have a group called Scythe Got Tackled, and it logs
Yeah.
in.
Scythe got tackled
Are they
literally
locked in
just
right
3
now just in
faxes.
case? While I jump this thing around.
Yeah, you keep jumping that thing around.
Get some kills, don't worry.
Yeah, Scythe Got Tackled logs in all the Corpse Titans, all 2 of them.
So what you're telling me is the new launcher is like pro skill extractors, extractive arms.
I love it.
I like it.
Because you can have...
So what I'm hearing is that Patriotic Tendencies only has 2 Titans, and that if you
Oh,
want to
we actually
use
have a lot
if
more
you're
than
in
that.
Patriotic Tendencies and
Process
you
of
want to use
building.
your Titan, Amok Dot is
Yes,
He cut out completely. All we heard was
Yeah.
Amok.
yeah, you just I think Eric
What-
set
what
it
he-
up
what
where
he
if you
said is
say
Amok
Amok,
has
it
this
automatically
item.
cuts you out.
It's a,
What I hear
it's-
from this is like is patriotic tendencies as a recruiting, especially if
That's-
you have Titans.
We
Yes.
need more. Yeah, we have a lot. We want more. Especially if you're a
Two-
Titan
two is a
Rider,
lot.
you keep
Hey.
us entertained.
Hey, a Titan in every pot. That's what we're saying.
Thanks a lot there. Who was that? Was that Coolidge? Chicken in every pot?
Yeah, chicken in every pot. Yeah, just yeah.
Who was that? Or was that Roosevelt?
Might have been
Anybody
Roosevelt.
know out in the
I don't
audience
know.
who said that? Chicken in every pot?
It was Roosevelt. Pretty sure.
The
That might have even been
CEO of
Truman.
Chicken Tonight.
No, don't go Truman.
It's a Hoover quote.
Hoover.
What is it?
Hoover. Chicken in
Herbert
every pot in a
Hoover.
car.
The,
Chicken in every pot in a car in every garage.
Isn't he the one that was also a school teacher?
Chicken
he
in every
built a damn-
garage and a car and a pot.
Urandis, you should be knowing this shit. You're going to college.
I'm not a history
Yep.
major.
So,
I don't give a shit about that kind of shit.
So Bihati said if they could only get whoever worked on the launcher at CCP to work on the rest of the game, we'd be in good shape.
Right?
Hey, there you go.
How awesome would that be?
That someone like a Reddit post.
Yeah, someone start a Reddit
That,
chat.
that,
Yeah.
that sounds like a too soon situation because you know
We haven't given it long enough to
it's like, oh, this
foobar.
new launcher is amazing, etc., and then like
Yes.
sort of 3 weeks later, like someone sees a serious issue with it.
I said Pot and Pseudocoder just woke up for the show. He's like, holy shit, somebody say Pot? What?
Somebody say pot.
It depends on how much you mine Pseudocoder to how much Pot is involved in making a Titan. That just killed the show right there. Good job, Eric.
I honestly do not know the amount what level of pod is involved to making Titan. Like, I didn't realize it was a component.
Marijuana? I mean, yeah, you gotta have marijuana to make Titans, because who else can deal with that? Other than high
Like
people.
you got to do drugs to be able to mine that.
You gotta be able to, yeah. You gotta snort that spod.
Snort that spod. Alrighty, what else we got here? We got let's see, we got what else are in the changes for next month? Let's take a
There's
look.
a lot of
of
like,
a lot of like small things, which is nice because it affects a lot of. It may not be like Jesus features, but it's quality of life stuff that people people will feel as they play.
if
I
you're
should
mapping
maybe take a look
a
at these patch
shortcut,
notes.
if you're mapping a shortcut and a key's already bind to it, then it tells you that and it gives you a chance to find a new key. So that's pretty cool. Also, yes, the 64-bit client is coming soon because it's been spotted on Sissy. It's like a folder thing that got created on the Sissy stuff, so it's like happening. But you know what isn't on Sissy?
What?
Guardian Scala.
Well,
Like,
that comes later.
it comes Tuesday.
I know.
It may
So
come
why put it
It
on?
may come Tuesday, but like clearly, if it's coming Tuesday and it's not on Sissy, they probably either are screwed, or that it has some things in it that they don't want people to know, and don't want to data mine. The
The thing
absolute
is, though,
crap out of.
it's already been data mined because all of the stuff's on Hobo Leaks. Like I had my ticket to the Guardians Gala 3 weeks ago. I'll have you know, with all of the glorious stuff that you could win and get from the loot box. Fair
Fair enough.
So how would it change the game having a 64-bit client? What would I
You can
see
have-
being a dummy that
You will have less
make-
crashes because your computer can allocate more memory than 4 gigabytes to your client.
So we have situations now where our fights can end up being so large that the memory allocation for everything in that fight is larger than a 32-bit client can actually, get from
Your operating system, and
from
therefore
the operating system.
basically what it means is it will in the short term, what it means in those giant fights, you should expect fewer to no crash to desktops. I say actually fewer is probably the better
That's
word.
everything
but-
from textures to events.
Yeah.
You can run X47 in 4K and not crash.
Yeah.
Mhm. Doesn't mean your performance will still go up, but
Oh yeah,
in the immediate short or in the immediate so that would be, I guess, more of a long term. In the immediate short term, though, you should expect more performance issues with regards to that, because 64-bit, while it lets you use more memory, the memory names are much longer, and so it takes a lot more time for your Eve client to find all the assets it needs. And so you should expect that to also be an issue in the short term, at least for performance issues, especially on older machines.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it should be
no
an
more.
improvement.
So no more potato mode.
Well, it's less of potato mode, but you still get the high graphics. But when you had things like bounty events going off and everyone just causing lag, that was just put more and more load on your memories.
Yeah.
Basically, there was only a certain amount of fighting you could have before you hit that 4K limit, and the client went, "Nah, mate, we're good."
Well, I wanna state something very specific for regarding potato mode, and whether 64-bit client says that you don't need to have potato mode. Your computer still needs to draw and put together the scene when you land on grid from being off grid. And if your computer is like max settings, even at a 64-bit client, it may take your client a little longer to load everything in. Than other
Theoretically,
people's.
it shouldn't crash.
And sorry?
Theoretically,
but-
it shouldn't crash.
Theoretically, it shouldn't crash, but the idea for potato mode is not to stop your client from crashing. It's so when you land on grid with everyone else, you don't take 5 minutes to load the scene and be 30, 40, 50 kilometers off the anchor, getting bombed to shit. The idea is that you load grid and you load it fast, and so you're combat capable and in a combat ready position
Yes.
much faster.
Yeah.
That
and
man
not
said
singled out and
combat.
killed.
That man said combat at least 3 times, so you know he's a specialist.
Oh yeah, I am a specialist.
So I want to thank Bahati John for posting the launcher stuff on Eve on Reddit. However, I have to let him know that it was deleted by the Reddit bot because he's less than 2 days old. Sorry.
It's wrecked.
You've got to message like an admin, don't you? You got to say.
I was gonna.
Admin.
I'm gonna upvote it, even though it was deleted.
Oh no, you're not allowed to do that. That's bridging.
Is it? All
Yep.
right, I'll unupvote it. Okay, there. Sorry, John, but thanks.
So with a
The intention
64-bit,
was there. Sorry.
yeah. So with a 64-bit, get the battles of 6,000 a system. We'll get the normal speed. That's going to be more on the server side. So you'll still have the time dilation. You will still have the lag. Effectively, you're just going to be able to have more wiggle room on your clients. So you would have less client crashes. But the nodes will still be subject to getting nuked.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
go ahead.
a while back, like a specific, very, very, I don't know, very German FC by the name of Killer B was complained about the X-47 fight, basically saying like the reason why they docked up, the reason why they disengaged and decided to cede the fight was because he couldn't be he wasn't comfortable with how reliable the servers were for all of his Titans and stuff staying logged in, so basically not crashing.
Something,
The
dock up
64-bit
your
client?
faction titans.
Yeah, essentially. So essentially what this 64-bit client means is that excuse is not relevant anymore. So he can't make that excuse if that, when the 64-bit client comes out.
Pretty much.
So what you're saying is that we should see fewer docking up of faction titans and more kill mills.
You should technically see more groups being more confident at escalating Titans and Supers, because they have less reason to believe that the said Titans and Supers will crash for no particular reason.
So we'll have fewer dank leaks.
So I always love that how I mean I don't know Killaby, I could care less, don't want to know him, but how come he's the only one affected by all these mass disconnects? How come we're not affected?
I don't know, dude.
I mean, I disconnected
Well,
three or
actually,
four times
to be
during
fair,
that fight. and-
To be fair, in that fight, like one of the aspects is jumping into an already
Yeah.
stressed out node. He jumped in second because the unfortunate aspect of a Keepstar is you can if the defenders put themselves on one side of the Keepstar, the aggressors can come in on the opposite side, and then the defenders will be out of range, like completely out of range.
Yep.
So they have to
I get
end up
that.
jumping out and jumping back in again.
I get
that
that, but I
makes
mean,
a lot
I'm
of
just
issues.
so tired of excuses over the client. We all have to deal with the client in a fight. We all have to deal with the mind-numbing lag. We all disconnect. It's like, hey, how about why don't you just nut up and say, you know what? We underestimated goons. They brought more shit than we did. Oh fuck.
Actually, though, the
Rather
last
than,
time.
oh, CCP favors goons, and oh, only PL and NC disconnect, and oh, it's so unfair.
Actually, I would just like to point out though that during our last Keepstar fight, I didn't get any client issues. I got some lower tie-dye. I think it's because of there is actually some state of what hardware you've got. If you've got decent computer or something to help you with that, you'll be in a better position than someone who is literally working off a potato. So if you are interested, look into maybe getting some new hardware, possibly look to outreaching to just being able to fund to get more equipment and stuff and take advantage of that 64-bit client that we should hopefully be getting soon. Just like you will hopefully be joining AMOC with our recruitment processes
God
that
damn
are
it.
still open.
Yeah. So
But RJ, look at his B.
so when you talk in, go ahead, RJ. Sorry.
Oh, if he's wearing the B with the freaking well endowed gun, he's got to be saying Penn's.
Oh well, I mean he's an
I
AMOC.
prefer my AMOC B. Thank you very much.
But that B isn't well endowed.
Not how big it
I mean,
is.
I'm literally playing on
Okay.
like a Commodore 64, Mist, and I live in the middle of nowhere. I play on DSL with 4 clients open.
It's
So,
funny that you said
what's
that
it
though,
matter?
Max, as well. It's funny that you
I
said
don't
that,
understand all this crap. What's it matter? Why do I need improved hardware and
Hang on a second.
all this stuff? I can sit in the fight.
I've got a list of
like
excuses
DSL.
here somewhere.
Yeah, find that
Hold
list
it.
of excuses.
He's got it.
man.
He's got it in his binder. Or hold it. No, he's reading the back of the pretzel bag. It's very important.
Reading
Yeah.
the potato chips.
I thought I honestly.
Or wait,
I
he's in
honestly-
England. He's
Hold it.
reading the crisps.
Okay.
So
let
at
him go.
these are 61% potato. So maybe if we
60.
switched to like a wheat-based crisp, or something else like that, so we reduce the potato percentage down, we might have a better percent chance. So yeah, less potatoes.
But
Got a bag
what's
of
the other
I
30? What's the
genuinely-
other 39%?
Yeah, what the
That's
hell?
what's concerning.
There's no
It's
other
air in the
percentage.
bag. It's literally just air in the bag.
We got
protective
potato-
environment.
No, he said they're
High-
made out of 61% potatoes. What's the other
The
30%?
contents of the bag is 61% potatoes. The
Is it like the
39% is air.
fertilizer
No,
the
not
potatoes
by
were
weight.
sitting in, or what?
Normally
No,
it's
it's just
by
like-
weight.
The ingredients. So the ingredients that make up the thing is 61% potatoes, some high sunflower oil, and some flavoring.
How is a potato chip only 61% potato?
Because the other
I
is
know,
air.
it's the chip, gun, you moron.
No, it's air. The space between them.
Oh my god, Asmok,
My
can
head
I
hurts.
kick him?
Kick him. Just
You
fucking
can
kick him.
fight it. You can try.
Right.
I hear AMOC's recruiting. I'm scheduling them.
I think
Yes,
Asmok is
yes,
pissing
kick him. Kick him
himself.
so we can get him in AMOC.
Like,
I don't have any Titans. You don't want me in AMOC.
Hang on,
All
do you have a
all
Maxilon
let's,
miner?
let's go
Can you
back
mine
let's go back.
McCoxic?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
go back to the advantages of a 64-bit client for a minute, right? So there's a couple technical things to be completely boring, right? Number one, we hit the addressing memory. Most people are running 64-bit operating systems, so running 32-bit clients in 64-bit mode vastly slows down the execution of the client by about half, actually. So you should get about a 50% gain in 64-bit. Plus the fact that it's able to more effectively run commands. It can run in about somewhere between 60 and 40% less memory for the application itself to run. Okay, so what you get is a more efficient client on your box, which is pro multi-account running at one time on a box. So this is really
totally.
a secret way for CCP to encourage us to pay for more accounts. That's all it is. Right.
Yeah, to multi-box more.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that just hurt my brain.
It
Oh,
did,
no,
didn't
yeah.
it?
Tinfoil.
And actually,
Nick
your
missed.
math is wrong. Wait a minute. Even in my old brain, I can still do math. So you said that you're working on half speed, but if they went 64, it would double it, which would be the same. So you'd gain 50%. That's not true. You would gain 100%.
Well, yeah. So there you go.
Will this
But
be
you're
that for-
actually gonna not have perfect gain. So you'll have slate fall off. It's like adding CPUs to a box, right? You don't run twice as fast with two CPUs because you've got overhead on each CPU to manage the splitting of processes across them. So yeah.
I haven't been paying
Behati,
attention.
just that's gonna be the new meme. Stop being only 61% bad.
Yeah.
RJ, get on it.
Missed.
Yes.
The fact that you said a little earlier that that for gaming literally on a potato, I really hope somewhere on the internet there is someone who has actually made a PC inside of a potato.
I think there is
That-
actually. I think
I
I've seen
think
it.
Probably done.
You could
I mean,
probably fit a Raspberry Pi into a potato, as I conveniently have one here. So you could
That'd be
probably...
so hilarious if you could find a
I found
decent
it.
enough PC to be able to connect everything up and play and launch Eve on a screen. That'd be so
I found it.
fun.
I found one.
Put it in staff only. Or,
Oh, excellent.
So could you grow a potato around a Raspberry Pi?
yes.
I don't know whether that's legit.
Seems legit.
Oh, dude,
to me.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That memory, that bit of memory doesn't look like it's quite in there.
I saw a movie where they grew a potato on Mars with
Can
using
we?
people.
Yeah.
Matt
Sorry, it
Damon
was
was
the
there.
fact the fact that we were commenting about it. Oh, thank you for. Yeah, nice.
So, one question I do want to hit before, because we're talking a lot about food right now, before we get close to the hour, because I need to go, is what should I have for my Subway for dinner tonight?
Not Subway, because that place is shit.
There's two choices, the meat feast or the nacho chicken.
Nacho chicken.
Did you just say nacho chicken?
Nacho.
You
So
did
what
just
they
say
do is-
the chicken.
Because
Because it's
Get,
chicken.
Sub. Put
As in like nacho chicken?
Nacho.
My chicken, nacho
It's
chicken.
nacho chicken.
So you get a Subway.
Isn't that
and-
nacho chicken like their new sandwich or something? Where
Yeah.
they
Yes.
slather fake cheese.
Where
and
you
jalapenos on
have
things?
like this nice healthy sandwich and then they put like 14 pounds of cholesterol on it and you die of a heart attack when you walk out.
Mhm. I think you should put avocado guac
Gross.
on that too. Nacho chicken be good.
Avocado.
With some cilantro.
Yum 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 yum.
Don't have cilantro there.
Yeah, pickled
Nice
pickled
Chianti.
pickled red onions too would be good with you put the guac on there.
Yes. Give you the acid.
Or even just fresh onions. onions.
Well, people who make guacamole that don't make it with pickled onions, it's drastically different without the pickled onions. It's fantastic.
It's not your chicken, so don't steal
Well, I
it.
mean, the avocado fat is like
That's
you
good
got
fat.
to have some acid in those suckers, though. Otherwise, it just gets like it's like eating butter out of a tub.
I know. That's how I eat my avocados.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, just slice them up. Mm.
Oh, hang on a
So
minute.
what's your other ones? You got the nacho chicken and what else, Mist?
So there's the nacho chicken and the meat feast, which is a ham, pepperoni, and meat
I thought that
balls.
was the name of an orgy. Was a meat feast.
The fucking
Yeah.
meat feast.
Wrong kind of orgy.
Speaking of meat feasts, Asma, next week
What are we gonna
I
have?
want to go to the Brazilian place.
We're going. We're in. We're going.
You all
Do
suck.
you want to go for brunch or do you want to go for like big dinner?
Whatever.
All right,
I
we'll
mean,
go.
we're gonna end up in a coma regardless.
Yes, we are. By the way, I just talked to the boys and I said, "Hey, we gotta go here," and they all agreed. So we're going.
We got to do the meat feast.
Do you prefer the Texas de Brazil or the
Don't care.
Fogo de Cow?
As long as it has a little green card that I can keep green.
I like Fogo better.
What are you going to
Meat coma
that?
comes complimentary.
Going to that Brazilian steakhouse in Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
going,
actually have.
I'm going to Eve East next weekend.
Eve East.
Which is Asma.
Eve Asma.
And
That's what we call
Gun
it.
is not invited this
No.
time. It's just the adult.
Just the
I was
adults.
invited. It's just I have to fucking work. Yeah, one of us has to go to work.
It's good to be retired or management, Gun.
There you go.
Technically, I could just call in sick. I mean,
That's actually where my team went for Appreciation Week from work. We went to the Brazilian steakhouse. Even the vegetarians.
I think we're actually up to like 7 or 8 people from Corp going to Vegas this year.
That's why I put the Vegas song on at the beginning of the show for those who saw it. That's 2 years ago. The montage from Vegas. I actually miss Ungar. I think he like quit Eve, didn't he? Like a long time ago. But he was good. He was good with
The music.
good with the music, and we hung out with him, and he was very cool. Never got to meet his wife, but she sounded very cool on the phone. But yes,
You do realize that if you're gonna make a remake of the intro, like with with new stuff from a new Vegas, you have to do it shot for shot, and you have to go more extreme than the current one.
We'll do it
The problem is we can't find the pictures.
from Las Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, I got
No, but
plenty.
you don't have to. You don't have to use the last ones. Like you just have to
We'll
you
make
have
new
to
ones
look
this
at
year.
each shot and basically go even more extreme. So like the picture of Scythe like passed out. Like you have to have him passed out. Like
That'll
on
never
the
go
road.
away.
Yeah, that'll yeah.
Like
That'll never go away. We can
No,
Photoshop
no.
that to anywhere.
We'll make him passed out in a hot tub.
Yeah, exactly.
Upside down.
Passed out upside down in a tree.
No.
You know, that kind of thing. Like you just have to. It has to be shot for shot, but it has to be way more extreme.
Sitting on the east lawn of the White House.
The
Passed out in a jail cell.
Sarvet, what stays in Vegas goes right to the internet. What
Get
happens
a,
goes
get a
right to the internet.
picture of the British Parliament where they're all sitting there, and then we'll have Scythe passed out in the corner.
Although a friend of mine and her husband just went to Vegas, and I told her, I said they were going. What's the thing on the link? That big, stupid Ferris wheel thing at the link, whatever it is, the high roller. I said make sure you get in the car with the unlimited alcohol, right? The open bar. It's only $10 a person more, right? So they did, and they were the only two in that car. So it was like drink. There was like no waiting, right?
Shot.
Oh, you gotta do something with that.
I mean, how long do you get in that
30 minutes.
Ferris wheel? So, how much alcohol can you safely consume?
It costs you.
in
It
fifth
costs.
of bourbon.
By the way, it's 20 minutes. So basically, it's 30 minutes that you can do it, right? But the thing is, it's $20 more. That's like 2 drinks in Eve.
You just
Or
changed.
Vegas.
You just changed these numbers. You just went from 30 minutes and
It's
$10
30.
more.
It's
to
30.
20, to
30
20
minutes.
minutes and $20 more.
Well, for two people, right? It costs them $20.
Okay.
So $10 for you.
Asthma.
If you get one drink, you've made out.
Yeah.
Asthma, can you
Yeah.
really relink that link? I linked
yeah,
that
yeah.
doesn't let me link. That's for everybody in the audience. Thanks to our graphic designer,
Got it.
Mr. Sy.
30.
Oh, yeah.
So, can you literally just rock up and be like, I want 20 Jaeger bombs and a pillow so I can pass out until I'm in the corner?
No, you have to
Until
go
this
up.
round stuff.
You go up, you get a drink, and then you drink it. Then you go up and get another drink, right? So if there's a few people in your car, it's easier.
You go into the car with an extremely long bit of clear plastic tubing, which you pass through the window down to your front,
There
and
was
then just siphon the drinks down to the.
one of the places at Link filled up little plastic things with drinks. There was like a saxophone. That some dude got a saxophone. He walked around with a saxophone, around his neck, like sipping the alcohol out of it. And it was like probably 2 drinks or something, or 3 drinks in that. You remember that, Scythe? We're like,
Yeah.
that's the guy we would have picked to get the saxophone.
You need to arrive at Vegas with a Das beer boot.
I mean, I can. The question is, should I bring just the giant mugs that I bought in Germany, like the big steins with the lids?
I love that.
If they're actually Germany, from Germany,
these are
then
like
don't.
the like $90-something ones.
If they're actually from Germany, then don't. Just buy some things from wherever and
yeah.
stuff that you don't go, oh fuck, if it ends up getting broken,
I would feel sad if these broke. So I'll just bring the big Hofbrauhaus mug that holds like 5 bottles of beer.
Just get a new one.
Fuck you. Mine says Oktoberfest Munich 2018 on it.
That's true.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By the way,
Shots
we
fired.
so we have a Hofbrauhaus here. So
Yeah.
next time.
You should take Newbie. Newbie, have you gone to Hofbrau before, bud?
Yeah, I've been to Munich.
Okay.
And
I actually did a count the other day. I've been to 42 countries on
Shit.
6 continents.
Nice.
there you go.
he is well traveled.
A little high sec fight.
Over traveled. This is why I
Yep.
don't like to fly anymore.
High sec fight.
That the test. The
I
trade war
did what?
continues.
There's a high sec fight. That means somebody's
I
got
know, I'm in the fleet. I'm sitting here being all stealthy and shit.
I'm like,
He's
they,
being
they
quiet.
got the pillows
Stop
out, boys and
bullying
girls. They
me.
got the pillows out.
Newbie's in the fleet doing that, and I'm just moving shit around in Delve.
That's good. It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time I did some fucking work, right?
Holy shit. Between you and Demorg, man, you guys do less work than anybody.
Hold it. Scythe does infinitely more work than Demorg. I hate to say
I
it.
actually did some work. That's the thing.
He did something. So
And
he's
the
done like
Discord
50
works.
times
I
more
make that stay functioning.
You know what's the best thing? Demorg starts the Keepstar project and makes the spreadsheet and then forgets about the whole thing, and then Newbie starts posting the spreadsheet and Shock starts posting the spreadsheet.
and Alchemisti.
Yeah.
And it's like
where's
and
Demorg?
it's still like nothing's happening with it. It's like, hello, we need PI. Yeah, yawn.
Alrighty, folks. Whoops. How'd I do that? I don't know. I blanked.
Hey,
till
we get
got-
last words, man. That was a quick hour.
Yeah, we're gonna do last words here, and we're gonna use that meme somehow. So I'll start with you, Mist. Let's start with you.
Stardew Scala coming Tuesday the 12th. Go kill people, get their prizes, get loot boxes, get rare exclusive loot, but I don't know what because it's not on Sissy yet. So
Alrighty, you're Andis.
I don't really have much to say.
All right, you're done. Good. Scythe.
Yeah, cool.
Scythe. Okay, quit playing with the video. Do real shit like talk.
Just
Okay,
that.
just stop being bad. All right,
Stop being 61% bad.
newbie.
Either commit or stop it.
Eve Pittsburgh round 2. next weekend. Be doing the show from Asmok's house. Hungover, probably, and definitely fat from
Meat.
Oh, and bringing a cooler of pork with me.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Cooler of pork.
Killer of
Does he get
pork.
on bacon again?
Asmok loves when I give him my sausage.
Sausage King of Chicago.
It's so bad.
So, McLeod, you're up. How do you follow the Sausage King, McLeod?
I just have to say, like, just mad props to everybody who's been using sexual innuendos today. Fucking epic, guys.
Innuendo.
Oh yeah.
In
But other than that, fucking, I just want to shout out to my internet guys and to T-Grats.
There you go. All right, RJ.
Actually, have nothing. I really don't.
He's got nothing.
I got nothing for him.
All right. That's all our guys off camera. So I will finish up my final thing. Go for the nacho chicken mist.
Yes, nacho
And-
chicken.
and
I'm
add-
gonna go for it.
Yeah, add the guac or the whatever mashed up, whatever.
Remember when you put your hands on it, mist, it's nacho chicken.
Yeah, it's nacho
Yes,
chicken.
it's
Should we-
nacho chicken because they put Doritos chicken in, and that's exactly how.
Oh, that's
it's made.
right. They put that in there. To everybody in the audience, thank you very much for the follows. Thank you for all of the resubs. They're greatly appreciated. And you guys have a great day. We've got the Meta Show coming up in 2 hours, I think, still, maybe. I don't know. And next week we should have a really fun and interesting show if Newbie and I aren't, I don't know, sleeping through the show.
If you're
no,
wearing
Dad.
pants on the next episode, maybe I'll be upset.
If he's wearing what?
I didn't on the last one.
All right,
The last
all right.
time you were there, and you
He's
were
going-
not wearing pants, and I was a floating head.
He's going to be sitting beside me. He better be wearing pants.
Well, his
just
pants.
saying.
It was a green screen joke, Eric. All right, why do you got to ruin it?
Because I do. It's what I
Fucking
do.
cunt.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's another show.
I had one job.
One
Only
job.
61% pants.
61% pants, and we're out of here.
61% pants.
Leather. So I really gotta eat.
But I literally ate food right before. Stupid shit.
Okay, I'm going to go